Hi, everybody. This marks week 9. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it, week 9. It's hard to believe. So let's go to our coursework and see what is going on. I have to go to people. And this is going to be your last case study. Don't be so excited. And we've got two groups, one with gout. And let's see, we're going to make Kelly the leader on this one. And Michael, you're going to be the leader on this one. Okay? So that's what we've got for that. And do it the way you've been doing it in the past. It's worked out wonderfully. I've also had some um, students asking about the review for the final, and I'm still working on it. We've got some time, so week 12, we've got the final exam. And let me get rid of, oh wait, you can't see those, so that's okay. So we've got the final exam coming week 12, and week 12 is November 13th. I want to do the midterm, or the final exam rather, earlier because that's what's been requested. So I'm probably going to be doing it like, I'm not going to do it on Halloween. Or, well, let me keep looking, because I've got to iron out some things in my schedule to see when I'm going to have an opportunity to do that for you, okay? So let's look at our overview for week 9. And we start off with our daily devotion. And then our topics for the week are lipid disorders and systemic hypertension. Now, this is really an important topic to go over. And hypertension, it is listed as the most common condition seen in primary care and leads to myocardial infarction, stroke, renal failure, and death. So, hypertension is something that we really need to take seriously. No, we do not identify high blood pressure with an isolated elevated reading, but we do need to become heightened if someone comes in with an elevated blood pressure and ensure that we're checking to make sure that it was just an isolated incident. Um, I have found that we are now treating hypertension much earlier. Yeah, I would have to say probably 20 years ago, if someone were in their 30s and they were experiencing episodes of high blood pressure, the physician would say, you know what, you're too young to have high blood pressure. Well, now we're treating. So it's very important to, they are finding out that it greatly reduces the long term risk of complications related to the effects of blood pressure. Now, when in doubt, always look at your standards of practice. So for high blood pressure, it's going to be JNC8. So these guidelines are evidence based, and this is the way you want to practice following these professional guidelines. So for the week, perform a comprehensive health status functional capacity. All of those objectives are the same, they don't change. And we've got some readings here and some visuals on lipid disorders, and we've got the JNC algorithm and then your case study discussion. Now, also look at those lipid disorders. I'm finding now that more providers are holding back a little bit more on the administration of statins. When the statins first came out, it was like, oh my gosh, it's wonderful. Everybody needs to be on one. And now they're finding out that, nothing comes without a risk, even statins. I had a patient once that came in with an elevated cholesterol, and I said, well, it wasn't crazy. and there wasn't a strong family history. And I said, let's try some lifestyle changes first. And she said, no, I don't want to. I want to, I just want to go on the medication. And I said, I don't practice that way. I and I explained to her about the risks of taking the drugs and everything. And I said, I want you to follow these guidelines and then come back in 6 weeks. And if your lipids are still elevated, then we'll go ahead and treat you with medication. And she never came back, so I'm assuming that she went to a different provider who prescribed the statins that she wanted. But I always try to do lifestyle change first. It's just, in my opinion, imperative. So now, because I have two sections, I have 667-129 and 667-134, so I have to go to the other one so that I can make assignments for the groupings also. And then we'll be done for the week. I know everybody starts getting really stressed out as we begin to approach the end of the term, but I think everybody's doing really great. And you're very open with questions. If you have any questions, you're coming right to me. So we're going to make, in this section, we're going to make, whoops, wrong one. Joanna, you're the leader. And Stacy, you're the leader. And Lauren, you're the leader. I try to change it every week, so if you didn't get to be the leader, I'm sorry about that, but I do it randomly. Whoever's first on the list gets it. So I hope that you have a very blessed week, and if you have any questions, please reach out to me, and I will do whatever I can. Good night.